I love the name. I love the name. Yeah. Cool. So what's in your bag is going to be just talking about general equipment that you might have as an athlete.
Yeah.
Now, these are all my personal bias favorites and the reasons why I like them.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we'll keep it to a minute
Yeah. Per item.
per item, a minute per item, because these are common questions that I get asked quite a bit. Like, hey, what do you think about getting this, or what should I do
Okay, perfect.
for this equipment? And so that's why I was like, I think this will be a good topic.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the clock. What time you?
What I want you to do is
Uh-huh.
pick one out, and
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Talk about your straps.
Okay. Cool.
Ready?
Yep. All right. So gymnastic straps. Me personally, I use the Bear Complex. So I do the brown leather. When you buy them, I prefer the 2-finger just because it sits centered up on the hand. I usually twist it towards my thumb. Gives me a little bit more of a grip.
Okay.
Now, the one downside with the old version is the Velcro kind of like wears down pretty quick. Or actually, it took a while. It took about 4 to 6 months, but they held up very, very long. Really enjoyed them. Very like minimal times that I ever like tear with them. But I've had like don't waste the money on going to Dick's and buying the $15 fucking pair of ethos or whatever.
Yeah.
Like spend the money right. Now it does take a second for them to kind of work in, and sometimes like putting a weight on a deadlift bar and just sitting with that deadlift bar on the straps will help out.
Okay. Cool. All right. Next.
All right.
Thank you. Next.
What's next?
Jump rope.
Cool. Jump rope. So I'm an RX Gear fan. All right. I did have an RPM rope. The downside with RPM, it had really good spin, but you have to cut the ropes to your length. Okay. And then they kind of like catch a little.
Okay.
So this is the RX Gear Evo rope. It's kind of their top dollar one. It is expensive, about $150, but it has an amazing spin on it.
Oh, those are nice.
The good thing with RX Gear is you buy the rope based off of your height, okay, and then it just loops through just like keys, right?
Yeah.
Keys on a key ring.
Yeah.
Now, if you get the OG, the original RX Gear rope, it's about $45. The rope itself, $15 for the cable. But that rope will last you 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to invest in the 150, but if you can do about 150 double unders, I would invest the money.
Okay. Awesome.
Bam.
All right. Belt.
Belt. Cool. So this is my second belt. The first belt I had was a $15 belt I bought in Afghanistan. The leather with the buckle, right? Love the belt. Lasted me. It still works. But I wanted, yeah, I still have it. Very rarely will I use it. But I bought the Rogue, just the standard belt. It's like $45. But I bought this one. I actually bought it a little too small. So this is I think a small or a medium. Medium. So I should have got a large. But I wanted something with the quick ability to adjust it, take off the belt, but leave it on while I go do like toes to bar or pull-ups or something, and then strap it real quick going into the lifts. If as an individual you're buying your own belt, it's going to last for quite a long time. If a lot of people are wearing it, like in a gym, not a great belt as far as investment because the Velcro does wear down pretty quick with that much usage.
Gotcha.
So,
Cool.
Rogue belt.
Yep. Awesome. Damn. All right. Shoe.
Cool. You tell me.
The nanos.
All right, cool. So as far as CrossFit shoes, we're going to start at 10 seconds. As far as CrossFit shoes are concerned, so my most recent one is the Nano 8 Flex Weave. I love this shoe. It's comfortable. I can lift heavy in it, so it has a good heel support and base, slight pitch, nice good toe box. And as far as like running like 200s, 400s, things like that, it's very comfortable. Double unders, very comfortable. I had the Metcon 2s, and I love the Metcon 2s, but they don't make them anymore. The Metcon 4s were completely uncomfortable to me. It was not a comfortable shoe. I put these on, and it was just like a glove.
You didn't have to break it in.
Nope. Like they were ready to roll the second I got them. So really love this shoe.
They're pretty good for like all sorts of type of workout within your workouts.
Yeah.
In the gym, like you're running, like
Yep.
short distances, metcons, and weightlifting.
Yeah, people will say
I work out in those.
people will say the Nano 2s were the best. I think these are the best.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Okay.
bam. Straps. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I got two different straps here. So I have the Rogue weightlifting. These are like $12, and then these are more the powerlifting straps. The powerlifting a little bit longer leather straps. These ones are the nylon. It's first time using weightlifting straps, specific weightlifting. It's a little awkward. The strap at the end where it's kind of like cut off, right? It's kind of thick, so it's a little awkward getting your wrist on, or your hand on it. I got small hands, so it's a little uncomfortable. But it does allow you to kind of quickly get off the bar if you need to. Whereas if you wrap this guy around, like you're on that fucking bar. Now, I love using lifting straps when I'm deadlifting. Okay.
So if you're not watching the video, it's pretty worn down. He does use it a lot.
Yeah.
You recommended me to buy those, and I actually love them.
Yeah, once you break them in, once they're broken in, these straps are great. The leather straps. I would prefer lifting with these, even snatching, than I would the weightlifting ones.
Gotcha.
But that's me personally.
All right, next.
Cool. Wrist straps. So to me, I think wrist straps is personal preference. I don't like the thinner fabric that wraps around like 18 times and then has the string and you gotta.
Yeah, it looks homemade.
Yeah, and you gotta tie it like, people buy it because it has like a design or whatever. Cool, bro. It does cinch down pretty hard, but that's the thing is like it cinches down so hard sometimes. Like I've had like little blood blisters and shit or looking stuff from it. So it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah,
So.
those are quicker because I don't like taking time to.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. These are a lot faster. You just loop it around your thumb. Now, the trade trick is after you loop it around, okay, always bring your thumb out. It's just going to allow for a little bit more range of motion in the thumb. Now, if you're doing a workout that maybe you just need that wrist support, but your wrists aren't cracking back, maybe it's like kettlebell snatches or cleans, it's okay to leave the thumb there because then it's just a quick adjustment, but it's not going to really affect you. So, but these are smalls. I don't recommend getting the mediums or larges. You really don't need them unless you're into powerlifting. There's no point, or unless you have like really fucked up wrists. So.
Knee sleeves.
Yeah. So I have the Rehab knee sleeves. I've only used Rehab. This is my second pair, and these have lasted me quite a bit. I prefer to get the 7mm, which is a little bit thicker. Okay. 5mm. It's a thinner casing, right? So that you would use for like box jumps or running. So some athletes with bad knees will use it in that sense. I will not squat without knee sleeves.
Yeah, same. Now since I invest in it, I can't squat.
Yeah, I won't do it.
It's like that extra bounce.
Right, and the downside is sometimes it does slip and it kind of bunches up right under the knee, and you got to pull them up. Right. Is what it is. Like everyone's gonna have to deal with that. Now it is a benefit when you're doing walking lunges because it does cushion just under the kneecap.
Oh, yeah.
So that is a benefit. But
Yeah.
I think that if you have achy knees, knee sleeves all day.
Yep. All right, let's do 2 minutes on the shoes.
Cool.
It's the last two.
Yeah. Okay, shoes. So I do have bad knees. Okay, I've had knee surgery. I had open quad tendon repair on my right knee. So when I was active duty, I loved running. I really did. I enjoyed it, and I ran a lot, and that's kind of what like caused some of the issues. But what caused the issues was the fact that I went from good running shoes to Nike Freestyles, which were not good when you're running 50 miles a week.
Yeah, they didn't form.
Yeah, so fucked me up. So I wanted to get back into running, and this is the year that I'm going to. I wanted to last year. I thought I would after my knee surgery, but all through the summer I was still in a lot of pain. Okay. So I have these running shoes. They're Brooks. If my knees are achy, I'll even coach in them. I will do some workouts in them. If it's a running workout with like box jumps and double unders, or even kettlebell swings, anything where I'm not lifting like super heavy, I'll use running shoes. Cool. So invest in a good pair. Yeah. Like spend the money. It's $100+ bucks, but it's worth it. Yeah. Last is lifters. I use the Legacy Reebok Lifters, and by the way, this color was for the 22 veteran suicide awareness. Yeah. So it's the military edition. Yeah, a lot of people ask me that, so that's why I want to put it out. Now, I did have the OG Reebok Lifters, like the very first ones, right? They were great. They lasted me forever. Yeah. You do not need weightlifting shoes until 2 reasons. One, if your ankle mobility is that bad where, if you have to always pitch your heels on plates in order to get a good depth squat and have proper position, lifters might be a good investment even if you're newer. and you know that you want to keep doing CrossFit.
Yeah.
Two,
They're pretty expensive.
yeah, they are expensive. Two, if you're gonna spend the money on Nanos, Metcons, or Nobles for CrossFit shoes and lift in those until you hit the point where where now we're honestly focusing on technique in order to improve your weightlifting. That's when I would say you might want to think about making the investment in weightlifting shoes. They're gonna last a long time.
Yeah.
Any one you get,
Yeah.
because you should only be really using them when you're only doing weightlifting, maybe doing Grace or Isabel in a Metcon.
Yeah.
That's it. But like you're not running in them. Now the legacy lifters, the heel's a lot heavier than the original ones, so it definitely drives your heel back down to the ground. It's a little bit more rooted. I mean, the pitch is excellent, so you get some pretty good hip position. But it's a very comfortable shoe, but it's very firm on your foot, so nice and stable. So there it is.
Awesome.
That's what's in my gym bag.
Cool. You're a little off, but I'll let it slide because it was.
Yeah, well, I love those lifters, man.
I didn't know it was a special edition.
Yeah. Fun fact: I bought those lifters 2 years ago. I bought them for myself for Christmas. Yeah, because you guys got me the gift card. Yes.
Yeah. You bought those and then a bar, right?
Yeah, I bought the C70 bar. So I bought those and the C70 bar, but the day I got those in, I ended up hitting a clean and jerk PR at 325.
Fuck
Yeah, so the first day I ever wore them. Also, trade trick. In weightlifting, if you have a platform, or if you have platforms, get a shitty rag, soak it, so make it damp, put it on the off to the side, put your feet on it, rub your feet on it, and then stand on the rubber, rub your feet on the rubber slightly, get on the platform, you're gonna fucking stick to the platform.
Where'd you learn this?
I don't. I think.
I've never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, you never see me do it. Yeah, no.
I've seen
You see me do it. Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody else do it.
Right. No. I don't think I saw anybody do it for CrossFit. I was thinking of sticking to the ground. I was slipping one day. Because the ground was a little slick. And then I thought about in basketball, at this old gym I used to go to when I was like 16, 17, we used to do that. We would take a rag, we'd throw it on, we'd wet it, we throw it on the ground, and you put your fucking shoes on it, and now, the sound in basketball. Anyways, but it helped us stick to the ground so we wouldn't slip while playing. And so I did that, and all of a sudden, and it was that day. That day I did that, and I hit the PR.
Wow.
And after that, I was like, fucking, I'm doing this shit every time I lift heavy. And I really do. It just helps you, so you see some lifters, when they go for a clean or a snatch, you'll see their feet shift as they start pulling the bar, right, in different directions, right? Coaching side. So, I'll watch people's feet when they lift. And you'll see some athletes, and it could also be the fact that the floor is a little slick from chalk and dust and stuff on the platform, and you'll see their feet kind of, shift a bit. And so it's a benefit in that aspect. But, yeah, I wetted the ground, and I set up, and my feet were just, glued down as I was pulling it. There was no moving until I actually hit extension, and then, I jumped. My feet moved.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then, receiving it, your feet get stuck. So every rep I would do that.
Wow.
Yep, fun fact.
Yeah. No, I saw you when you were listening with Ethan. Did Ethan say anything about it?
No, and I think he did it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him go over and use it.
Nice.
So it's a little trick that I just started doing in here, and it's helped me out. It literally has helped me out on my lifts.
It's the little things, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So cool. Hey, that's what's in my bag.